The Bachelor Women Tell All is upon us. You know, we had so much drama this season. There was some pretty high expectations for this Women Tell All. We have so many different storylines that happened to try to derail this season, whether it be Champagne Gate, whatever the hell Alea was doing, all the Kelsey drama, all the Tammy drama. Like it was nonstop all season long. Like I don't know if we've gone a week where the show was actually about Peter. It would be nice to get that at some point, but so far we haven't seen it yet. So we started off the night with the final three rose ceremony. We were kind of left with a cliffhanger last week. We saw Madison walk away, and then we kind of in the preview see Hannah Ann and Victoria waiting and waiting and waiting at the rose ceremony. So we finally got to see what actually played out. And as we see Hannah Ann and Victoria F waiting there for Peter to start the rose ceremony and asking, "Where's Maddie?" I kind of had a thought go through my head. So we've heard Peter say that he could see himself with all three of these women at the end. We've seen Peter say that he's in love with all three women. We've seen Peter basically singing the praises of all three of these women, yet Madison's not there, and he's so torn up about it that he can't proceed with the rose ceremony. Now, we did see Madison show up, so obviously that was at least a little bit of editing there, but it painted the picture for me that Peter's choice is Madison. Even after Madison accepts the rose, we see Hannah Ann standing there, and it felt like she's the third wheel. Like I felt bad for her. Oh, it's like even she can see like this is a man who's already chosen another woman, but yet she's still there and still in love with him. Like what a brutal situation to be in. I will commend Peter in this situation for after giving Madison the rose and her saying yeah, him actually saying, "Are you sure?" You know, that took I just thought it was just a good thing for Peter to do. Just to, you know, kind of I don't even extend the olive branch isn't really the right word for that, but just to reaffirm that, you know, this is your choice. I want you to be making this choice, and I want you to be making the choice that is best for you. So, with that said, we head to the final two, Hannah Ann and Madison, and we say goodbye to Victoria F. It's been a long time coming that we could all see Peter was waiting for those fantasy suites. He was taking Victoria F to that fantasy suite. And you know, whatever happened there, that's between them. But Peter got what he wanted out of that relationship and then said, "See you later." I feel like, even with all the stuff we've heard about Victoria F, I still kind of felt bad for her because it really felt like Peter was just kind of stringing her along. Like there wasn't really a chance that she was going to go past this rose ceremony. So, yeah, I have no idea. So, let's get into the actual Women Tell All. The start of that, like when Chris Harrison opened the floor to everybody, that was headache inducing nightmare fuel. That was absurd. Like you couldn't even understand what anybody was saying. There was like 5, 10 women all talking at the same time, all going after each other, and it just felt ridiculous. Like, ladies, we know Peter likes the drama. We know Peter gives roses for drama. But guess what? He's not giving out any more roses to anybody in that room. Like, it's over. It's done with. Stop it already. You could see a couple of the women came very prepared. Kelsey brought her A game tonight. You know, she didn't even seem like the same person that we'd seen all season long. Like she was very present. She was self-deprecating. She fessed up to all her shortcomings and said all the right things. And I was just sitting there watching, thinking, Kelsey, we watched you all season long. This is not who you are. This is not the person that made for such great TV. Like, we're not buying it. You're selling it, but we ain't buying it. McKenna also kind of tried to do a similar thing, and I believe she got called out on it immediately. Tammy dropped the, how long have you been rehearsing that for? Classic Tammy. And once again, we saw Tammy just get eviscerated by the other women. Some of her behavior was pretty blatant just for the cameras and just to get that extra airtime. But at least it was entertaining, and at least Tammy was just like, it wasn't about Peter. It was about her. And I mean, maybe she didn't own up to that on the Women Tell All, but that's the reality of it. Who else do we have to discuss? Victoria F., she got put directly on the spot by Chris Harrison. And I say good on Chris Harrison for doing that and being able to ask that difficult question, like, have you broken up marriages? Especially when you're talking to a woman who has, like, what was going on with those eyelashes? They were straight up like hats. Like, they were just solid. It was just solid. I've never seen anything like it. They had to have been natural, I'm sure. But Victoria did handle herself well. She denied the allegations, and I was kind of been wondering, like, based on everything we've heard with the White Lives Matter photo shoot and this rumor about her breaking up marriages, if the Bachelor franchise would just axe her, or if they would, let her tell her side of the story and let her continue to be part of the Bachelor family. So it looks to me like we're probably going to see more of Victoria F. in the future. And, whatever, she's good TV. Like, as much as whether you like her or don't like her, like, she's a dramatic mess. Like, even listening to her talk to Chris Harrison, very apparent to me that is a person who's really just not ready for the next stage of her life. And that's not really a knock or a criticism. It's just, when I was in my 20s, even when I was like 30, I just wasn't ready for marriage. I wasn't ready for a relationship. I wasn't ready for that level of commitment. And then as I got past those ages and I matured, then I was ready. And that's okay. That's part of life. What else am I missing? So the big conversation that we had at the end of the episode was when Rachel Lindsay came out, and you know what? This was fantastic to see. She just head on, no punches pulled, tackled the online bullying that the women of The Bachelor face on a daily basis. And this is always one of those things that you know it exists in the back of your mind, but it's one of those things you can just kind of brush off. It's not happening to you. You're not seeing the effects of it. Deep down how horrible people can be on the internet, but to have that really just thrown in your face, like, here's what people are doing and saying to these women every single day. It's not okay. And I'm glad that Rachel was out there. I'm glad that she, really just started this conversation. She brought it up. I mean, some of the messages she showed were brutal, racist, hateful, sexist, and just overall not acceptable behavior. And I really hope the next time someone thinks about sending that hateful, hurtful message to someone, that they think twice about doing it and realize there is another person on the end of that message, and what you say is going to be harmful to them, and it's not okay to engage or encourage that behavior in any way, shape, or form. I think that wraps it up for us for this week. We have a 2-night finale next week, Monday and Tuesday. I will be back. If I get time, I'll try to do a little video on our new bachelorette, Claire Crawley, as well. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'm on this new channel now. I appreciate everybody who stops by and joins up. So thank you very much, and we will see you later.